So I wanted to give my experience with the Nexplanon birth control implant, and it's also referred to as the devil stick. um, I have had such a nightmare with it. Ladies, I totally advise against it if you're thinking about getting it. Everybody's body is different, of course. Every experience is different. You know, if you get it, it might work wonders for you and great. Um, it has not worked great for me. Um, so I originally got the implant, and yeah, I still have it. It's right there, and I know my lighting's bad. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's how big it is. I originally got it because I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome, meaning that my eggs don't release like they're supposed to, so it causes irregular periods. And so with getting on the implant, it helps to regulate that. And so, you know, of course, I want my periods to be regular. I want to, be able to know when they're coming. So I had talked to a couple girlfriends of mine that have the implant, and they told me nothing but positive about it. In the last 3 years, and their periods had stopped. The entire time they're on the implant, their period just stops. And they feel so great and wonderful, and they don't get the normal weight gain that you get on birth control. And so I was like, okay, yeah, great, awesome. And so March of almost 3 years ago, I went and they give you a shot in the arm to numb your arm, insert it under your skin, and then they wrap your arm and they send you home. My doctor told me that it's normal to bleed within the first 3 months, like constant bleeding the first 3 months. It's just your body trying to get used to the new thing in your arm. And so when that happens, to come back, and I would be put on the birth control pill to help regulate that, and everything would go back to normal. And so I was like, okay. So that did happen, and a discharge. Like, I've never ever had a discharge in my life, especially on my, like, never. And so I went back to the doctor and was like, yeah, this is happening. The bleeding you're telling me about is happening. Like, please stop it. And so she had told me she was going to put me on the pill, and then she refused when I went back for it because of my migraines. So I've had migraines since I was 8, and she never told me when I got the implant that having migraines and for so long that being on the pill, you're at a higher risk for stroke. And I've never heard that from any other doctor. I've been on the pill most of my teen years. Never ever heard that, and now all of a sudden she's bringing that up. So I was like, you didn't mention that before when I told you, why now? So I was like, okay, fine, I'm not going to fight it, whatever. I'll just see if it'll clear up on its own. I'll just let my body do its thing. I tried getting estrogen on my own, but it can be a bit pricey, and so I didn't have the money for it. So I was like, okay, we'll just let my body do what it's doing, and we'll see. Almost 3 years later, it has not cleared up. It's still the discharge, still constant bleeding. I have periods for 3 weeks at a time. There might be a month or two where I don't have a period, but I'm typically bleeding. I'm bleeding. Like, that's my life now. I'm constantly bleeding. If I don't bleed, it's like, oh, yay. But I might not bleed for like a couple days, and then I'm back. And then even if I'm not bleeding, I'm still having the discharge, which isn't fun. And I feel constantly sick because of it. From losing the blood, and I think just the implant itself with the hormones, it's just, I constantly feel nauseous. My skin where the implant is now burns, and I'm sure that's not normal. It burns really bad and itches. I was talking to some ladies about it, trying to, see if there's somebody out there that's going through the same things I'm going through. And one lady was saying that she got food allergies because of it, like really, really bad food allergies. And I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, there's certain foods if I eat it now, I start to itch. And she's like, that's how it started for me. But now it's like, anaphylactic, like serious food allergies. And I was like, oh crap. She was like, get it out immediately. Like, it's the implant. So not only do I have food allergies now, and my skin burns where the implant is, I've had massive weight loss. I went from like 170 pounds to 119. I'm 5'8", and you can see my bones now. You can see my ribs really bad. You can really, really see my spine. I've had people tell me, oh, you look so great. You've lost so much weight. You look amazing. That's not amazing. You shouldn't be seeing bone. Like, it... I've had massive weight loss, food allergies, I don't know. So, like, it causes the weirdest things when you're on the implant. So, and you wouldn't think an implant would cause it. So, I had, my teeth were fine. Again, I don't know if it's because of the implant. It's the only thing I could think of. My teeth were fine before I got the implant. I've never had a cavity in my life. And then now with having the implant, I've had a tooth fall out. It completely rotted and fell out. I have a few more teeth that are starting to rot. I found a couple teeth the other day that are almost rotted completely. I'm like, okay, I've never had a cavity. I brush my teeth 2-3 times a day. Like, I know how to take care of myself. What the hell? Like, why is this happening? It's the only thing it's the only change is the implant. Like, I haven't changed my tooth care routine. I haven't changed my diet, and yet my teeth are rotting out of my head. I've lost so much weight. Like, I have no curves to me whatsoever anymore. I was a G cup before my implant, and now I'm a B. Like, that is a huge difference. I can't, like, I'm angry all the time. It's not the normal mood swings you get when you're on your period. Like, I feel the heat when I get angry. I'm in my head going, what in the hell is wrong with you, when I'm, like, mad at something? Because it's like the stupidest things will set me off. And I get, there's no reason to be mad, yet I'm still mad. I cannot wait to get this out of my arm. I have an appointment next month, well, in 2 months actually. I have an appointment just to talk about getting it out. And that's Claudia, by the way, back there. I cannot wait to get this stupid thing out of my arm. I can't wait to just go back to the pill. I totally advise against it. It's been nothing but a nightmare for me. I totally understand why it's called the devil stick. And the ladies I have talked to, the one that has the food allergies, she said her body shriveled up as well. She didn't get the normal weight gain. She got weight loss. Like, her body was just, like, gone. It wasn't normal at all. And there are stories out there where women, like, they gained a whole bunch of weight too. But she told me, though, that it's like almost immediate. Once it got removed, everything went back to normal. She got her body back, the food allergies went away, any other problems she had stopped. So I'm, hopeful that as soon as I get it out, I'll have my beautiful body back. I just really wanted to put my story out there in hopes to help somebody. If you're kind of on the fence if you should get it or not, just don't do that to yourself. Find something else. If you have something that kind of, stay with it. There's so many options out there. Like, it does work for some people, and that is great. If it works for you, awesome. But the risks aren't worth it. It's terrible. It needs to be taken off the market. Like, it's bad. So, bit TMI, I know, and I'm sorry if you turn the video off. I get you. But I just wanted to put it out there, that you're not alone. There are other women going through what you're going through. If you have really bad side effects because of it, or if you are doing research, and you want to know both sides of it, There is positive, but there is really negative too. So if this video did help, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. I am trying to put other videos out. It's been like 2 or 3 years since I've done a video, and I'm trying to put other videos out besides just me talking about random crap. So